Michael was bored at home. There were some hot summer days, and all of his friends were away for the weekend. Mike grumbled. Well, of course, all normal people are going closer to the sea in this heat. That's it. But not Mike. Mike's parents didn't take any vacations, and he was going to spend the whole summer in a hot, stuffy town, staring at the old neighbor out the window, Miss Lopez, wiping her swollen legs. That wasn't so much fun, you know. Mike decided to go for a walk. The sun was shining, and the birds hid from this dreadful heat in the leaves. It was evening, but it was still very hot, and Michael decided to take a walk to a mall nearby for a bottle of Coke to quench his thirst. The nearest mall was just a couple blocks away. Mike walked along the shadowy side of the street. There were few people. So little that you could look at the windows, kick the dry branches, and not look ahead of yourself. So Mike was walking, and he was about to turn to the mall when suddenly a boy ran towards him. Crashing into Mike, he did not apologize and ran on. Mike swore silently and stared after the boy. The boy was dressed so oddly. In the summer heat, he was wearing a hoodie, a cap, and tight pants. A strange one, Mike thought, and he wanted to turn around when the same kid jumped out at him again. What the hell? You've just run away. Mike turned after the boy and wanted to shout off a few crude words as the guy hit his hat against Mike again. Mike turned and yelled, "Whoa! Why are you running in circles? Go gentle! Here, you are not alone." The kid stopped and looked at Mike. I didn't see you. I'm sorry. I'm just rushing home, but I can't find my backpack. It's a yellow one with a blue zipper on the side. I've left it here. Have you seen it? I want to go home, but where's my backpack? No, kid. I didn't see anything. Mom will scold me. Where is it? I didn't see any backpack. Mike went around the guy and turned to the mall, mumbling. But he didn't get within a few feet as the guy was standing in front of Mike again. Have you seen my backpack? Yellow with the blue zipper on the side? Michael swore. I didn't see anything. Get off me, said Mike. Mom will scold, the boy answered. I don't have time to talk to you. Mike went around the boy again and walked fast to the mall. The kid stood there looking confused and swayed as if he was cold. He looked like he was about 11 years old, and he was scrawny with brown hair sticking out of the red cap. Mike had already been at the counter when he saw a familiar cap near him again. So what? Found your bag? Mike asked through his teeth. If not, ask someone else. The boy stood as if he was staring through Mike, with his expression confused, sad, and Mike saw scratches on his left cheek, dried blood in his hair, dirty fingernails, and gray hands. Where's my backpack? Help me find it, please. I'm tired. I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry, said Mike in confusion and turned his back on the guy. The cashier rung him a Coke up, and Mike didn't look back. When he went outside, he was covered with hot air. Woof! What the heat! Can't wait to get home. Mike walked home without thinking about the boy or his strange appearance. The heat was cutting off his brain. Mike stood at home by the sink in a wet towel. Wet, he threw it on his face. It did not help. It was not a breeze at home at all. I need to find a fan. I think it was in the pantry, thought Mike, and went into the pantry. When he opened the door, Mike saw many boxes. The fan was around there. He had to clean it up a little bit, so Mike took out one of the boxes and opened it. There were some old pictures in the box. The second box, no, there were only dishes. The third, something fell on Mike from above, and everything was wrong. Mike looked up at the top shelf. Fan is probably there. Mike got to the shelf and stretched his arm. Got it! It's gotta be a fan. Mike took out the box and opened it. There were some old shoes, some notebooks, belts, and there was a bag at the bottom. Mike pulled it out, opened it. Something yellow. A backpack. A school one with a blue zipper on the side. The inscription Peter almost wore off at the bottom. Mike was looking at the backpack. All the zippers are intact, lots of pockets, but it was definitely not new. Why didn't my mom give it to me, I wonder? Mike thought as the lock turned on the door. His parents came home from work. Mike quickly got out of the pantry and ran to see his mother. "Hey, look what I found. Whose is this? Cool!" Mom looked up at Mike. "Where did you get that?" "It was right there in the pantry. Is that yours?" Mom took the backpack and went to the pantry. "No, it's not mine. It's Peter's." "Who the hell is Peter?" Mom opened the box where the backpack was, pulled out a cut of an old yellowed newspaper, and handed it to Mike. "Here, look at this." Mike opened the paper. On the front page of the big headline said, "The kid is missing." Mike looked at his mom in bewilderment, then at the photo in the paper, and it was as if he had been electrocuted. He was being watched by that street boy. Same dirty hair, same eyes, except he wasn't wearing a cap. How can it be? Who is it? "This is my childhood friend, Peter. He disappeared when he was 11. They were looking for him, but they never found him. This backpack belonged to him. He left it at my place, and we were supposed to meet on the day he disappeared. But we've never met anymore." Mom took the backpack and put it at the bottom of the box. Michael stood there, not understanding what happened to him. His fingers were cramping. He could not find the words. "And he's still looking for it," said Mike quietly. "Who's looking for it?" Mom asked. "Peter's looking for his backpack."